Is World War III closer than we think? Tensions are boiling in the Taiwan Strait, and the world is watching, holding its breath. China, Taiwan, the U.S., a powder keg of politics, power, and potential war. But how did we get here, and just how real is the threat? Let's break it down. Taiwan, an island of 23 million people, sits just 100 miles off the coast of China. It's a thriving democracy with its own government, elections, and military. But here's the catch: China considers Taiwan part of its territory. Not maybe, not kinda, absolutely, and it's been that way since the Chinese Civil War ended in 1949. The Communist Party took control of mainland China. The losing side, the nationalists, fled to Taiwan. Since then, Taiwan's been operating independently, but Beijing's never let go of its claim. Fast forward to now, we've got a rising China with a powerful military, a strong economy, and an ambition to reunify. With Taiwan peacefully if possible, by force if necessary, and that's not just political talk. It's in their official doctrine. Xi Jinping, China's leader, has said it plainly: reunification is a must, not a maybe. So why is the U.S. involved? Because America has a decade-old policy called strategic ambiguity. It's exactly what it sounds like, vague on purpose. The U.S. recognizes the One China policy, meaning it doesn't officially see Taiwan as a separate country. But at the same time, the U.S. is Taiwan's biggest military supporter. It sells weapons to Taiwan and promises to help it defend itself. So, it's complicated. Now, here's where things start to heat up. In recent years, China's been getting more aggressive, sending fighter jets and warships near Taiwan almost daily. It's like a constant game of military chicken. Taiwan scrambles jets in response, tensions spike, and the world watches. And then came the visits. Remember when Nancy Pelosi, then Speaker of the U.S. House, visited Taiwan in 2022? China was furious. They launched massive military drills around the island, basically simulating an invasion. Missiles flying over Taiwan, warships surrounding it. It was the closest we've seen to an actual blockade without officially calling it one. More recently, things have escalated further. China's military presence near Taiwan is becoming routine. Not just shows of force, but full-on rehearsals. Analysts call it gray zone warfare. No shots fired, but the message is clear: we're ready. Meanwhile, Taiwan's not backing down. Its people overwhelmingly identify as Taiwanese, not Chinese. Polls show the majority want to maintain the current status quo. No formal independence, no unification. Just keep things as they are. But even that status quo is becoming harder to hold. Now add in the U.S., and you've got a very dangerous triangle. President Biden has publicly said multiple times that the U.S. would defend Taiwan if China attacked. That's a major shift from past presidents who were careful to stay vague. Each time, the White House tried to walk it back, saying, "Our policy hasn't changed." But let's be honest, the message is out there. So where does this leave us? Let's not kid ourselves. A full-scale war over Taiwan would be catastrophic. For Taiwan, it could mean invasion, occupation, or worse. For China, it risks global isolation, economic collapse, and potentially a long, bloody war. For the U.S., it could drag the world's top two military powers into direct conflict, something we haven't seen in the modern era. And then there's the global economy. Taiwan produces over 60% of the world's semiconductors, the tiny chips that power everything from smartphones to cars to missiles. A war in Taiwan could shut down tech supply chains overnight. Think global recession on steroids, but here's the key question. Will China actually invade? Military experts are split. Some say it's only a matter of time, maybe within the next 5 to 10 years. Others think China will keep using pressure, fear, and propaganda instead of bullets, at least for now. An invasion is risky, very risky, and it's not guaranteed to succeed. Taiwan is mountainous, densely populated, and prepared. Taking it would be like storming a fortress. Even U.S. war games show a Chinese invasion would be costly for everyone involved. Still, the signs are worrying. China's building up its navy fast, the largest in the world by number of ships. It's training for blockades, amphibious assaults, cyber attacks. It's also pushing disinformation to divide Taiwanese society and trying to isolate Taiwan diplomatically. At the same time, the U.S. is strengthening its alliances in the region. Japan, South Korea, the Philippines, Australia all stepping up their military readiness. The Indo-Pacific is becoming one of the most militarized zones on the planet. This isn't just about borders. It's about democracy, global influence, economic power, and the future of international order. What happens in Taiwan could shape the next century. So, is World War III coming? Not necessarily, but the risk is higher than it's been in decades. And the worst part, one wrong move, a missile test gone wrong, a miscommunication at sea, a misinterpreted radar blip could light the fuse. That's what experts fear most, accidental war. In the end, peace is still possible. Diplomacy matters, dialogue matters. The world has a chance to step back from the edge, but only if everyone involved wants to. So now we ask you, what do you think? Is war inevitable, or can cooler heads prevail? Could Taiwan be the spark that ignites global conflict, or is this just another long standoff? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like if you learned something new, and share this video to keep the conversation going. And don't forget to subscribe. We've got more deep dives on global hotspots coming your way. Stay informed, stay aware, and we'll see you in the next one.